face shaves, head shaver, maybe you just do cheek lineups. If you're somebody that fits into any of these categories, check out some of these hacks that I've learned, and hopefully it'll make your shave a little easier. Alright guys, welcome back to Socially Bearded. My name's Mick, and what we do here is basically we cover anything men's grooming. Beard care, beard tips, beard tricks, shaving, wet shaving, the tips and tricks for all that, products, razor reviews, everything like that. So if that's something that you're into, go ahead, hit that subscribe button, and I hope you enjoy what you see. Today we're going to go over a few hacks that I have learned. I haven't been shaving my head for forever, but I have picked up a lot of tricks along the way. This is going to be a pretty short video today, but it was just a few little hacks that I want to bring to you guys. Maybe it's stuff you already know, maybe it's stuff you don't. Hopefully this will help somebody, so let's jump right into it. Alright, hack number one is going to be the blade flip. Now, most people know if you're using a double-edged razor blade, and you're only using one edge of it, like in a Chevette or a single edge razor, you know you can flip the blade like this, but there's also another flip, okay? So what you can do, so say you got your razor or your blade in your razor like that, and it's starting to get dull, both sides, right? All you do is take that blade out and flip it straight over like that. So a razor blade has two sharp blades on it. Kind of comes to a V or a point like that. So when you're shaving, you're actually only shaving from one edge of that. So you can actually flip it over, and now it's not like a brand new razor, but you can coax a couple of more shaves out of the blade. Alright, now number two is going to be shaving brush cleaning. So we've went over this on this channel before. You always want to clean your shaving brushes, no matter if it's synthetic or real fiber. Every so often, you know, they kind of stay wet down here, and they'll get dirt, excess soap, even some mold if they're not dried properly. And sometimes just washing the brush will not cut it. So your hack for this is going to be to take a cup to a cup and a half of vinegar and a half a teaspoon of baking soda. Now you're going to mix the baking soda in very gently. That way you don't have a little mini volcano go off. And once you get that mixed in there and the foam starts to die down and it's not running over the sides of your dish, then you're going to set your brush in there and you're going to let it sit in there for 24 hours. Now that might seem like it'll hurt the brush, but it won't. I have tested this a couple of times. You'll let it sit in there, make sure the brush is fully submerged, at least up to the bottom of the handle, because that's where a lot of your mold and your dirt is going to get trapped. You're going to let that set in there for 24 hours. Then you're going to get it out and you're going to use Dawn dish soap or your shave brush cleaner, just whatever you normally use to clean your shave brushes or your beard brushes, and you're going to rinse and wash all that baking soda, all that vinegar out, and then you're going to make sure you rinse it really, really, really good. Alright, number three is going to be the sharpness test for your razor. So how do you know when your razor is getting dull or it's not sharp enough to shave properly anymore, where it's going to cause irritation? Well, there's really not a hack for this, but what I do is I take my hand, dry, make sure it's totally dry, and I shave a small section of my hand. So what that's going to do is that's going to tell you if you need to change your blade or you're good to keep going. And how that's going to do that is by how tuggy it feels. So you want to run it really easy. You don't want to push down, you don't want to pull hard. You want to just lay the razor on the hand and just pull really, really easily. And if it feels like you can count individual hairs, like it's hanging up, you know, like it's pop, 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 pop. If it's not a smooth stroke, it feels jumpy, it feels bouncy, it feels tuggy. Any of them things is how it feels, then your blade needs to be changed. Now this can be utilized on cartridge razors, on the leaf, things like that, double edge, single edge, all that kind of stuff. It can be utilized on all of that. Alright, number 4 is going to be the Alum Block trick. So if you have a razor, anything similar to this, or anything that's slick, this right here is also a pretty good example of a slick handled razor. It's got some knurling up here, but it doesn't have anything back here. And I utilize the full handle when I'm doing a head shave. I have short arms, can't help it. And so a lot of times when my fingers are wet, or maybe I have some lather on them, I notice that gets really slick, and that'll pop out of your hands, right? So you can actually take this Alum Block and just run a little bit of water over it, have your razor handle wet, and you can actually rub that all over it. And now you can do this with anything. You know, really, if you need grip on something, take an Alum Block, wet it, and rub it on it. Your shaving bowl, your razor handles. It doesn't even have to necessarily pertain to shaving. If it's a smooth, slick surface, and you want to rub that Alum Block, get your Alum Block wet, and rub that all over it. That will actually give it some grip. Now, it doesn't last forever, so I do it each shave. I kind of reapply, but it will give you some grip, almost like you're putting some rosin on it or some sap or something like that. It kind of makes it, you know, kind of sticky. Number 5, sensitive skin, irritation during shaving or after shaving. Instead of adding water to your shave soap, try taking some witch hazel and building your lather with some witch hazel over water and see if that helps. Witch hazel is a really good facial toner. I like to use Thayer's brand because it has cucumber water in it. It seems like it works really good. It is fully alcohol free. Alright, number 6, aftershave first. So if you watch this channel, you know that I'm a pretty big advocate for shaving on a clean surface or sterilizing the platform. Now you can do this in multiple ways. You can get in the shower, you can wash your head real good or wash your face, whatever you're shaving. You can come out, then you can do your shave. Now, if that's not something that you prefer to do, I'm guilty of it myself. I like to shave first and then I like to get in the shower. So if that's something that you like to do, just grab your favorite aftershave or the aftershave that matches the soap that you're using and get a pretty liberal amount and put it onto the head or onto the face. Coat the whole face up. Make sure it's an alcohol-based product, and that will actually sterilize the platform or sterilize your head or your face, and that should keep you from getting any skin infections or dirtiness. Should help with the irritation, kind of cleans and dries everything out. Basically like a clean slate to start with, so to speak. Alright, now our final hack for today is going to be beard oil as a pre-shave. So this can go for anybody: head shavers, face shavers, people that just do lineups, women shaving their legs, shaving their underarms. This can go for any of it. So a beard oil and a pre-shave oil are not very different. A lot of times there's going to be more of the fragrance in the pre-shave oil, just because that's something that's going to be shaved off and not sit on your skin all day. But beard oil will work just fine. I prefer castor-based beard oil. So a lot of times beard oils that I pick up that are too thick for my beard, I use them as a pre-shave. I don't want them to go to waste, right? So if I can't give it away or I don't give it away and I want to still utilize it and not waste the money, I go ahead and grab them and use them as a pre-shave. Now, this one here, this is just a really good scent from Beard Mana. I will not be using this as a pre-shave. I want that for my beard, but again, if anything you got that either you don't like the scent or the feeling beard's not that great, try using it as a pre-shave. I think you'll like it. Alright guys, so that's gonna do it for the tips and tricks or the shaving hacks for today. We'll be bringing more stuff like this to the channel. If this is something you like, jump down in the comments and let me know. If this helped you out in any way, also jump down in the comments, let me know on that also. So guys, that's going to do it for the video today. I appreciate everybody for joining. We will catch you on the next one. Hey everyone, thank you for watching. If you're new here and you want to support the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And remember to follow me across all social medias.